We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Nvidia stock is the topic for today. Nvidia is pulling back as of right now. We are seeing Nvidia pull back on a Friday. That's fine by me. Fridays, we would expect some kind of selling pressure to come in as people take profits and don't want to hold over the weekend. But there is opportunity on Nvidia still. I know some people didn't get in at 100 or 90. Guys, this is inside a wedge. We might get an explosive move to either direction. No one knows which direction that's going to be. But what I will say is, if this explodes to the upside, get ready to play the breakout. Get ready to play that $140 level, our most recent top, and get ready to make more money because this thing can go to 200. And a lot of people who didn't buy under 100 or close to 100 are going to be kicking themselves because it's like, oh my god, I just missed out on 100% gains. If only I had bought it when it was at close to 100 or under 100. So I would keep an eye on this one. This is going to be a very important move, not just for Nvidia but also the market. If this stock decides to blow to the downside, if it decides to tank out of this wedge, look to buy it again as close to 100 as possible, maybe even under 100. Who knows if we'll see under 100 ever again, but the one time it did go down that cheap, people were more than happy to buy. Look at that green candle right there. That's a giant green candle. People were like, what? You're giving me Nvidia under 100? You think I'm not going to buy? Hell yeah, I'm going to buy. So there's your opportunity. There's your game plan. I just gave you two game plans depending on which side it breaks out to. Me personally, I would rather it tank so I can get back in at under 100 or ideally around 100. But that's just me. Maybe it doesn't tank. Maybe it explodes. Either way, there's money to be made. This one, over the long term, if we look at the quarterly chart before I let you guys go, because I'm trying to keep this short, sweet, and to the point for you guys, over the long term, this one continues to go higher and higher. Look at that. Look at that quarterly candle. Look at that quarterly candle. Wow. Talk about buying the dip on the quarterly candle, by the way. That is a dip buy if I've ever seen one. And if this is anything to go by, I mean this is just going to continue to climb. It's going to continue to soar. And if we look at the Nvidia stock returns by year, I mean look at that. 123%, 38%, 305%, 93%, 50%, 101%. I can go on and on, 80%. The returns here are much higher compared to that of the SPY, which tends to be an average of about 10%. Of course, we had that bear market in 2022, which was nothing more than an opportunity to add nice and cheap. And if you know how to play the bear market, you're buying good companies at cheap prices. And of course, you're going to make bigger gains when the next cycle comes up. So that is what I am imploring here, and not imploring. That is what I'm saying here. I'm saying no matter what this stock does, whether it goes to the upside or downside in the next few days or week, probably next week we'll find out what direction the market's going to take and what direction Nvidia is going to take. No matter what it does, there will be opportunity. So don't miss out, because this one is a winner long term. AI has nowhere to go but up. It has nowhere to go but in everyone's homes. We're going to have robots. We're going to have butlers that are made of parts, and they're going to serve us our ice cream and they're going to fold our clothes. I know that sounds crazy, but that's where we're headed. There's going to be some magical arms on a washing machine taking your clothes, washing it, and then folding it for you. And then here you go, sir. In a robotic voice, of course. That is what you should be looking forward to, because that is the future. I know, I know. Some of you are like, "What? We're gonna go to different planets now." I mean, this is Star Wars right here. We're gonna have lightsabers. Okay, no, I'm just messing around, guys. I'm messing around. That's it for the video. Hopefully, you like and subscribe. Let's make some money. That's what we're about. We're about getting in there and making our money on good companies at cheap prices.